Hey, what is up? Today I have a brand new Destiny 2 weapon showcase for you all. The weapon we're going to be going over is called the Call Rocket Sidearm. This is acquired from doing the Final Shape campaign or doing activities on the Paleheart location. Now, you may have heard about this weapon already, and you've probably seen a lot of people using this as it has completely taken the Destiny community by storm since its release with the Final Shape. Some people have gone as far as to say it might be one of the best legendary weapons in the game right now, and, well, I might have to agree with them. This weapon is a blast to use. It offers a fairly versatile weapon perk pool, ranging from insane ad clear to honestly not that bad boss damage. All that aside, let's get into the rolls finally. Let's see what this bad boy has in store for us. So first up, we have the Lead from Gold One for All combo. This is probably the most meta roll for this weapon that you can get, as this is what most people prefer to have on this gun at the time. In the right column, we have One for All, which upon hitting 3 separate targets is going to give you a 35% boost to weapon damage for 10 seconds. And when enhanced is going to give you the 35% bonus for 11 seconds. Now, it's not the most impressive, but hey, having an extra second isn't going to hurt anything. And in the left column, we have Lead from Gold, which upon picking up a heavy ammo brick, you are going to be granted 25% of your maximum special ammo reserves and 35% for the enhanced version of this perk. It often feels like special ammo is harder to generate than heavy ammo is, so this is almost a must-have perk for my gun. And you should see a quick demonstration of Lead from Gold being activated right about now. And up next we have the magazine and barrel perks. These are going to be a bit more preference based than the other ones are. I would recommend different combos, trying different things as they all have their own strengths and seeing what you like. But there are a couple things to keep an eye out for when selecting these. So on my roll, I like to run high velocity rounds and volatile launch, as these give a fairly well balanced split between blast radius and reload speed, which are the two main stats that I like to watch out for. I run my blast radius at the mid to high range, and my reload speed, I try to jack that up as much as I can. I love reload speed. And keep in mind, the higher your blast radius on this sidearm is, the easier it's going to be to proc your One for All perk. As with a higher blast radius, it will increase the odds of hitting multiple targets with one shot. And you can try out the High Explosive Ordnance magazine, which will increase your blast radius and your projectile speed. However, it will take a little bit off the magazine size. Or you can try the Implosion rounds, which is going to increase your projectile speed and stability, but it will decrease your blast radius, so I would be a little wary of this one. But as I said, these perks are a little bit more up to preference. Keep an eye on the blast radius and probably your reload speed if you're like me, but just see what you like, see what feels good to you, and let me know what you like running down below. Up next, we have the Slice Hatchling roll. This is the pinnacle of strand ad clear, and it is beautiful. This was one of the very first rolls I got with the weapon and put a lot of kills on this thing before finally getting it crafted. And when running a full strand build, this roll is insane. Now I know a lot of people aren't too fond of Slice, however, it's a fun perk, and free sever is always a good thing. It's always a good thing. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. In the right column, we have Hatchling. Precision final blows or rapidly defeating targets with this weapon spawns a threadling at the target's location. Upon scoring a precision kill or 3 kills within 3 seconds of each, spawns a threadling on enemy death location. Now, I don't think I have to explain how broken threadlings are, especially in a PvE setting. This weapon with this perk is going to become an ad clearing machine. You're going to be spawning threadlings from every which way you look, and when you pair this with a strand build or a prismatic build that has a lot of strand aspects to it, it's only going to become better. Now in the left column we have Slice. Casting your class ability allows this weapon to sever targets on hit for a brief duration, up to a maximum number of targets. The next 5 hits within 8 seconds of using your class ability apply Sever to hit targets. Applying Sever refreshes the buff duration. Now, these two things are going to drastically increase your survivability and ad clear capability, which you could say are important factors of Destiny. When you sever a target, you're going to significantly reduce the enemy's outgoing damage, and when this enemy is defeated, it will drop a Tangle upon death. Now for the enhanced perks, when you enhance Hatchling, you're going to get a +5 handling passive bonus, And when you enhance Slice, you're going to get 1 extra second to your Sever timer. These are not massive bonuses, but they are nice to haves, and if you have the materials, you may as well. Now you're going to apply the same method for the magazine and barrel here as with the last roll. Test around, see what you like on it. Keep in mind the blast radius and the reload speed. However, blast radius is not going to be as important with this one, as we're not going to have one for all to keep an eye on. So maybe sacrifice a little bit of blast radius for velocity or reload speed. See what you like. Now that we've gone over our main rolls, let's look at some runner-up perks that you can look out for and have some fun with. In the left column, we have Beacon Rounds. This is a more nice-to-have perk that is not going to really offer any addition to the weapon, but if you like the feeling of Beacon Rounds and you want a bit more relaxed gameplay, this is something to keep an eye out for. And in the right column, we have Desperate Measures and Vorpal Weapon. These are both very good alternatives to the One For All perk if you happen to not be a fan of it. However, keep in mind that One For All does get a higher overall damage bonus than Desperate Measures or Vorpal do. At full stacks, Desperate Measures gets a 30% damage bonus, and Vorpal Weapon only gets a 15% damage bonus. But Vorpal Weapon gets the added benefit of not needing to activate this perk at all. It is a constant damage bonus against bosses, mini-bosses, and vehicles. And last but not least, let's take a look at our artifact mods that we can pair with this weapon. This section is only going to apply really if you're watching this video in episode echoes, so, well, if it's not, well, you're a little out of luck here. There are a couple artifact mods that you're going to want to look out for and make sure you have when you're running this weapon. The first one is the Winning Hand artifact perk. While using weapons with the dealer's choice origin trait, combatant precision final blows or rapidly defeating combatants cause the target to explode, dealing solar damage to nearby combatants. Having several equipped weapons with the dealer's choice origin trait increases the effect of the explosion. You can see that when I rapidly defeat enemies or get a precision final blow that there is a secondary solar explosion when this enemy dies. And as the artifact perk says, when you have multiple weapons with the dealer's choice origin trait equipped, the solar explosion will be enhanced depending on how many weapons you have equipped. Now, the enhancement that the solar explosion gets from running 2 weapons is not that much more noticeable than when you have 1 weapon equipped. However, you'll notice when you're running 3 weapons instead of 2 that the solar explosion gets quite an impressive upgrade. Now, for the last thing I want to cover in this video, we have the Threaded Blast artifact perk. Destroying a tangle with a strand weapon creates a larger and more damaging explosion. As the perk says, when you destroy a tangle with a strand type weapon, the tangle is going to explode in a very large and very strong explosion. You're basically going to be turning your tangle explosions into a mini nuke. I can't begin to do justice to how good this perk is. It is insanely overpowered, very fun to use, and I love strand explosions as much as the next guy. Very pretty to look at. If you're not running this perk already, please start now. It's going to improve your playtime so much. So, that's all I have to say about the weapon now. Let me know down below what you like running on this one and what your favorite perk combo has been so far. And if you've made it this far in the video and it helped you out, consider hitting the like button. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!